welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Sorry it's been so long. I'd hurt my back and had a baby. So let's get cracking back into this this episode. So we've actually had another update since the last episode, and it's quite an exciting update because in the town hall we can hire a counsellor and we can manage seasonal hiring. So we've hired a counsellor and we've just clicked the manage seasonal hiring button, which I could click only when I hired a counsellor, and I don't know what happens then, so we're going to work it out. Is it going to be an automatic thing? I think it is an automatic thing, so we'll have to see what happens there. We've clicked all the other buttons, and okay, so we're going to have to see. So we've got 5 people in the fishing dock still, but we're in January. It doesn't look like anyone's really working. So we'll have to see what happens with the seasonal hiring thing. But anyway, we'll get on with it. We've got some housing being built down here, haven't we? You just left click on the whatever you're building up here and it tells you where you're building it. Literally takes you there. So that's good. And I don't know if we ever looked at this bridge. It's a bit higher than the others. Bit of a 3D style going on there. The developer said that took them a long time to do that feature. And we just have a look at our workers. So we're going for maximum working, aren't we? And we're just opening up everything. And we were having a little bit of a problem with food at one point, as I remember, but we've opened up this extra farm. And we've staggered the fields, so we're growing something every year and having some fallow the other years. Resource supply, we can tick by wagon there. And we've got our labourer wage at 120%, so the farms are always going to attract the labourer wage, a labourer. So they're more likely to have people on board. We're full workers on all of our animals. And we're getting a bit short on food, so where are we with food? We've got nearly 5,000 buckwheat. Potatoes, we've got 3,000. Chicken meat, we've got 80. And the other item is wheat that we have 599, and we were struggling a bit with some of our animals, weren't we? We've got so many animals now, they really are sucking in the food, so we put down 3 different types they could have: potato, buckwheat and wheat, just in case if one of them ran out they'd get the other. So that's doing well, and we've got full workers in all of these guys. Full workers, so we're getting there. Workers, and we've got a load more housing being built down here because I think in this southern area where we've got 3 farms are a bit further away from some of this housing up here. And I'll just see if we've got anything laid down up here because we've got 2 more blocks to lay down, which we can do now. Oh, got a trader. What have we got? Okay, they're offering all sorts and they're demanding all sorts, so let's just give them all the shoes that we can muster and all the sunflower oil we can muster, and we just leave the trade on max so they can just take what we've got, although we can show you what we've got. Yeah, we've got maximum sunflower oil, but we've only got a few shoes, so they'll just take everything they can. And look, labourers are kicking into action there because we're doing some trades. We're unloading honey. Got a load of honey in. That's good. Okay, we should be yeah, we just started ploughing here. See a bit of the ploughing in action. It's funny actually, when I watch the videos back, I'm a lot more zoomed out than I think. I think it's because I've got a reasonably large-ish screen. It's not that big, but I'm quite close to it. And so everything seems super close. But it's nice to get in a bit further. So we've ploughed some of the fields. And these 2 farms actually, we are trying to stagger out the harvest. So we've already bumped a couple of them on. Can do another couple. So if we actually swap these around, so we'll make that one fallow and that one fallow, and then that one potato. So we're kind of swapping them around. Oh, it's not liking it. Can we deactivate it? Can't deactivate it. Okay, well, we'll just put that. Can't do anything with it. But we're gradually changing these fields back so they can be a bit more staggered. There we go. We've got 2 out of sync now with the rest. Oh wow. Oh, you can wow, you can drag and drop the field. I didn't know that, so you can change the order. I presume the ones at the top. Oh wow. Look, swap them around. And then can't do 3 and 2. Can only swap around the top 2. Wonder if that's a feature that is incoming and being tested, or if there's a bit of a bug in it. That's cool, because you can kind of change the order of things like this up at the top. Money's coming in. We started off with about 3,200 in this episode, and we're up to about 3,600. But we are selling stuff, aren't we? We've got maximum workers in all of our animal sheds. Maybe not quite in things like warehouses. Certainly not at the lime works. I mean, we've got all the lime we need. That's one of the new buildings. The lime kiln as well. Got a bit of lime stacking up in there. Got everyone we need in the forestry, smithy, and we've got all the supply buttons ticked as well. I think on everyone. And it's the trading post that really sucks in a lot of labourers. So, wonder if I should limit that for now to 5, just so they don't go mad. Okay, wagon sheds don't have a full employment. I'm just checking through all the buildings. No one in the church. Fishing dock's okay. We've probably got full supply on these markets. Just clicking on these markets. Yeah, all the resource supply down here. Labourer by hand, labourer by cart, by wagon. It just means that labourers can pick up a cart and deliver stuff. They can pick up. They can just go by hand if there's no cart available. That cart park hasn't got carts, so we'll add carts to there. And let's see how our food's doing. So we're 2,500 buckwheat. Potato we are on 1,300, and we're 10 wheat. 1,400 flour though. So we're getting quite low on food, but we should survive to the end. And look at this farm. We can see we've got 2 fallow fields, and then the rest of them are. I'll zoom in. The rest of them have ploughed and they're sowing the seeds. So yeah, we've got labourers there. Let's check out the labourer situation. So we've got 60 open vacancies, 528 population. They're done. They've sowed all their seeds. So have they. So it's just this farm that's last to go. I think these guys have sown all their seed, and so have these guys. And these guys have. These haven't, they're still sowing, so they're furthest away from all the population, but we've got all these new houses, one there as well, and then we've got a little row along here being built, so that should help that farm up there. And maybe to help this farm with a bit more, we're going to do some blocks here. So let's get on to that, because we've still got loads of houses being built, but we'll need to build these before long. So these will take quite a while to build, but we've got a forestry nearby because we're going to have to cut some wood down. There's a forest. Was there a forester nearby somewhere here? Or have I made that up? No, there is, just there. Let's lay these down. And we'll do a block of 6 here. Takes a little while to go down once I've clicked. And says there, needs to remove 10 trees. Needs to remove 11 trees for that one. Swing them around. Hope you're all doing well, by the way, in lockdown. If you're in lockdown. Spin that around a bit. This one's being a bit orcs. There we go. Need to remove 7 trees for that one. So it's not too bad. We're kind of on the edge of the forest here. 5 trees for that. 1 tree for that one. That went down quick. That's interesting then. So we'll demolish these big ones on the end and we'll redo them. So I'll press that demolish button. Oh look, got the loading symbol come up. I don't know if you'll see that, but we may have a crash happening. We'll wait for that to respond. Quite big now. Zoom won't work. See what happens with this one. We've got over 4,000 money, so oh, it's righted itself. So we've had a trade happen. 530 people. Just demolish that building. There we go. And then stick these on the side. So it's still in alpha development, this game. So it's not going to be perfect. And the developer welcomes any feedback. Where's this going to go? Needs to be up a bit like that. Lay you down there. It's only really happy there. We'll spin you round, do the other one on the other side. Not so happy being put on the edge here. I think we've got a bit of oh no, it's going to be at a horrible angle. Struggling with this one. It's going to look a bugger. It's only really happy there. Okay, we'll go with it. It's fine. You can have a big plot. Okay, trader, let's have a look. So, oh my god, look, they're offering all sorts. We have been storing horse tax, so we'll sell you everything we can. Oh, price per unit is 3. So for 20 horse tack, we'll get 60. That's changed. I think horse tack was 5, and you could 5 as a price per unit, and then you could only sell 10. So that's changed, literally, in the last few days since the last episode. Chicken eggs, we're selling everything we can. They're still cheap. Sunflower oil. Doesn't want to let me click on sunflower oil. Here we go. Wait for that to come through. A little bit of slowness in the game. Not sure if that's my computer or the game itself. Let's click off it and move around and go back to it. So, big old village now. Make a trade on the sunflower. Gonna have to slow the game down. So we're being offered cows, pigs, iron, buckwheat. We'll take all the buckwheat you've got. That's an instant deal. Don't need charcoal. Lime. We did say we were going to take on lime, didn't we? Go on then. 2,000 units for 400 in money. Because even though we've got a lot of lime, it's a non-renewable source, and we've mined all the lime we could. We did it over here. There were like piles of rocks kind of around here. That's why we've built this this bridge over here. Piles of rocks around that we mined with this building. We could demolish that, I guess, and get the resources, but just leave it there. Part of the heritage and history of the village. Are you still here? Won't let me trade that sunflower oil, but it will sallow, so I think that's a bug actually. Bit of a bug. Maybe it's because we're already doing a trade on sunflower oil with someone else, or we've got 0. That's it. It's not letting us trade the sunflower oil because we've got 0. There we go. That's that one worked out. But that's right. We're selling everything we've got. And look at all these farms. I mean, we're going to have a huge harvest. Let's see what happens. God, it's a huge village, isn't it? How did that grow? I guess from hours and hours of playing. Okay, let's do this last block over here on this row, and then what we've got the option of is doing a big set of rows around here all the way along the back, because we'll have these filled in. We're in June, July, August, so end of August we do the harvest. So hopefully we'll get a load of food in. We've been a bit on the edge with food lately because we've really been expanding, and we hadn't built any more farms. So we'll lay some houses down here opposite. This block's got 8 in them. Just and we're going down a bit of a hill here. There we go. Looking good. We'll spin you around. I guess we could just leave these the big size. Don't know how that'll sit with people who have OCD and need everything to be the same, because these are going to be sticking out, aren't they? Not that I made a very neat job of the previous block. Hopefully this one will be a bit better. And then demolish that. Demolish that. Yeah, this still isn't very happy. Bit of a weird angle. You're just going to have to forgive that. It's pressed down, taking its time to be laid down. Just wait for that to respond. So down here in the bottom right corner, Alpha 3, Patch 2. Doing well. Lots of updates. Can't help but feel as though there's a bit more lag on this game. Oh dear. It's not happy. This last house is not going to be happy. Maybe it's because the entrance was further up. It's not. Oh. Let's try this first one. It's not happy being laid down. There we go. It is happy now. Lay that down. Clicked and waiting for it to go. Shouldn't take too long. I'll check out my computer speed. I had checked it before. Get this crazy 100% disk error with Windows 10, but I think I've got that sorted out. Just got a couple of pigs dying of starvation. We're in July, so yeah, we're probably just short of food. Right, we've laid down those 2 blocks and we've got that extra farm, haven't we? And look, we've got these 2 farms on totally full. All these farms, look, going to have a huge crop. That one's fallow, and this farm looks like it's got 4 fields fallow, but that's our luxury farm. Let's see how we get on. It's got 532 people in the village now. We did order some buckwheat in, didn't we? And I'm just wondering if that's coming. And the only other thing that we can do is cancel maybe one of these mills, because that's sucking in the wheat as well. So let's shut down one of these mills and make empty. Yes, really make empty. Yeah, and there it shows how much stock of wheat you can take in. There was something where you could put a limit on how much it made every year, but it looks like that's taken. Oh, here we go. Here's some seasonal working options. So on season, off season, season months. Oh God. So, okay, right, let's have a look at fishing then. So here we are. We're in the fishing dock now. This is going to be a game changer, the whole seasonal working thing, early game. Right now I don't know if it would be so much. So on season we want 5 people working. Off season, it's not letting me deselect people. Labour limit will keep. So off season I want 0 really, but it's not letting me move that figure. It's not letting me change any of these higher options. And we'll just click on the town hall, and yeah, we do have right click to fire. It says we do have a councillor, and we have ticked the manage seasonal hiring. Is it going to be on population? Anything there? No. Or is it literally going to be in each building? So higher options. We have obviously updated the game. Oh, okay. So it's okay. So we're going to have to set the year, season, months. It would be better if it did that for you. This is going to be one that we have to work out. So at the end of November, it snows and it gets icy, so you can't fish. So untick December, Jan, Feb, and then can we change? No, can't change that. So I'll have to look into that and see how it all works. It's the farm that's going to be a big one, isn't it? because look, we've started our harvest. We're well into the harvest. Whoa, we've got 150 open vacancies. That's crazy. Surely we've got like loads of people to help fill that. So we've got a few there. Ah, okay, it's because we've got 20 on each, isn't it? Let's do that to 12 and apply to all. We'll see if we can have 12 workers on each farm. Sunflower oil, let's sell everything we've got. Ooh, I think sunflower oil, I just caught the price is quite low. Chicken eggs, sell everything we can. Charcoal for sure. Sell everything we can, and if we've got price per unit's 0.08, some of £160 deal. Shoes, that's the same price. Deal. Wheat we'll keep. Dried fish we'll buy 2,000 for 300. Metal parts we don't need. Lime and salt we don't need. How much salt we got? 9,400. And lime we've got 26,000. That's crazy. They're not happy with their food. Wonder why. Just running out of food in general. But we are harvesting now, and we've got 400 odd beef. We've got buckwheat coming in now, so that's good. So the animals will be happy. We've even got hemp coming in for our clothes. Wheat we've got 2,000 plus 7,000 in harvest, so we should have quite a big wheat year. And we've got potato. We've got 6,000 being harvested and 1,500 already processed. Pork 830. So the meat production has definitely gone up. And look, we've got 640 chicken meat. 250 eggs. So in terms of meat production, we're really flying. Because if you think about it, let's look on this. We've got 500 beef and holding. It's been a high amount for a while. We've got 300 chicken eggs, and bear in mind we're trading a lot of chicken eggs as well. 670 chicken meat, and sallow we've got 80. Pork 830. Okay, so that's the most sallow we've had for a long time. I think sallow is probably one of the hardest things then ultimately, because that's what we've had the least of. But I mean, oh look, we've got 500 potato there and there. Okay, we could have done with emptying that potato out. I thought I had, so that could have helped a little bit. But where's our potato? So we've harvested, potato harvest just over 5,000, and we've processed 2,500, so that's 7,500 altogether. And if we have a look at our farms, we've set the limit of labourers at 12 for now. We're not working out the whole seasonal thing. It doesn't let you go up or down. But hopefully by hiring that counsellor, that gives us some sort of, I don't know, some sort of help with the seasonal working. Yeah, these up and down don't move. Let's see if there's anything for... I'm just testing it out on different places. You can untick the seasons months. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's something to do with labourers. I'll have to have a look at that. Look at all the unhappy people. I'll just have a look in the fields. I hope that we haven't crashed. What it might be is that everyone's labouring in the farms and they're not, you know, taking stuff to market. So I'm sure that will self-right itself. There don't seem to be very many labourers in the farms, which is a bit of a worry. And we're getting on for the end of November, so I'm just going to pause the game because there is something wrong. So let's have a look. We've got 90 open vacancies, and we've got an awful lot of people. They don't seem... Okay, this farm has full labourers. That one doesn't. That one's fallow. That one's got quite a few. So is that. That one doesn't. And then neither of these do. Handful there. That has a few. Okay, so it's only a couple of farms that are really missing any of the workers. Go on then, let's keep going. Let's see how it goes. I'm just God, I'd love to see like a window where it shows everyone and where they're working, because I wonder if it does. No, it doesn't really. It says labourers 46, open vacancies nearly 100, unemployment's at 19%. Unemployment shouldn't exist, so that's probably not configured right there. Wagons 15, ploughs 24, oxen 2 it says, so that can't be counting the oxen in the farms. Yeah, I'm not sure if this table is very up to date, but a bit odd that it's showing unemployment at 20%, but open vacancies are quite high, and not many labourers. So there's working 236, and there's, yeah, I'm not really sure about that. Let's see what we've got. They're demanding sunflower and lime, and they're offering live chickens and horses. And everyone who's anyone is trying to work on the farm. Got a few people out and about. Lots of people working now. Lot of extra markets down here. And that takes one worker per market. A lot going on there. And labourers. Awful lot of labourers. I'm just wondering if we should have a cart park over here. We've got a cart park for each of these farms, but not necessarily... Oh, we do have one down there. There we go. Let's add you some carts. That's only going to help. I just wonder if we could do with like a carpenter or something down here to keep these carts going. Cart park down there. But one way of telling if your carts are okay, if you've got enough carpenters, all these would be needing repair if you didn't have enough carpenters. And they don't. It looks like they are being repaired when they break down, so that's good. Here we go. We're going into winter, and this is where we should get a bit of a seasonal working bonus from these guys. So we did tick off December, Jan, Feb, and I don't know if they come back in March or April, but you'd have to watch closely to see if that happened. Guess we could do with some more workers at the wagon sheds. There we go. We need some new horseshoes for that one. That was a recent-ish update where it means that you do need horseshoes for your wagons, for your horses. And this is kind of like our original industrial area where we've got 2 smithies and 2 carpenters. So in the forestry, there we go. We've got a labourer bouncing in there. 544 people. Nothing ordered at the carpentry, so they're just out and about mending things, I think. So they don't look over rushed, do they? Supplying resources, going to work. These guys have metal parts, nails, charcoal and iron. And there's still some harvest in the field that needs to be collected here. I'm not sure if they did actually harvest everything and put it into piles. Still struggling for labourers there, which is odd. No labourers at that farm. And that farm's finished, and that farm's finished. So really there should be enough labourers to really fill this up, all these positions up. So that's very odd that farm doesn't have any additional labourers there. Very odd indeed. So it's just the workers who are employed here mainly that are gathering the crop. And now even, we're not filled up. That's very strange. Open vacancies 30, no one looking for a job. So everyone's employed, and we do have an awful lot of... there we go, we did the extra cowshed, didn't we? We do have an awful lot of people who are employed now. I mean, we've got 4 in each of the cowsheds, which is huge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 4. 7, 14, 20 or 28 people just in the cowsheds, plus whatever random labourers go there, which is 1 there. A lot of people. We're being offered live chicken and honey. Let's go for the honey. 2,000 units for 200 money. Got 3,500 in the bank, so we can afford that. They're demanding sallow, flour and lime. It's not really anything we want to sell right now. And I think what I'll do is... we're expanding really nicely. Look at all these houses we're building. That's only going to help with the labour supply, especially up in this corner where we were struggling with that farm. And up the corner, up the far corner up here, in the sort of the new expansion we can call it, we've got a big row of houses there. And along here that we expanded, and we're still continuing to expand up here. We could potentially have some houses around here and along here, and have a bridge go over so they can go to the farms, maybe. And just see how our granaries are working. So there's a granary here, and we've got some of the essentials listed, and we do have stock there. We'll tick the button for take from other granaries. And then we've got a granary up here that we haven't added anything to yet, so that might help. Should we add some stuff? So beef, buckwheat, chicken eggs, chicken meat. Definitely chicken meat, because all of our chickens are in the south, aren't they? Definitely pork as well, and maybe even sallow. Potatoes, honey. Let's just keep adding stuff. So dried fish we'll go with. Won't let me select fish, so we might not have any of that in stock. Won't let me select flour. Wouldn't let me... interesting. Ooh, it's not letting me select some stuff. May have crashed a little bit there. Won't let me click on that plus button now. So we may have reached a maximum. Let's click on it now. Nope. Okay, it's not letting me click on the stuff, so we'll just add 10 to each one for now. And there we go, we're already... won't let me click on the take from other granaries. Might be because some of this stuff isn't in stock, or I would say there's a bit of a glitch here. Oh, it's letting me click on it now. Will only let me select milk then. Okay, something weird going on there. Had someone die of old age. We've got 550 people now, so we're really driving forward with all these houses. And one of the things that we did to help unblock some of the logjam, or just speed up stuff altogether, was build another smithy. So here we go. Oh my goodness me, look. Okay, that's where a lot of the labourers are being sucked in then. What? It's charcoal. Have we got any charcoal nearby? Oh, we don't? Let's build some charcoal near our people over here. Charcoal pile. Because if we could have charcoal right next to our smithy, that's definitely going to be an advantage, because they need so much. Just put it down here, and then because we're so close to the forestry, they can just like load it up. So that should help. And has our cart park? Yeah, cart park's got people. Something needing repairing though. I'll have to keep an eye on those. Any other cart parks near that need anything repairing? Where's our nearest cart park? We've got a wagon store here. That's fine. Cart park over here. Yeah, they're fine. Okay, so that one should be fixed pretty soon. Yeah, it has been. There we go. That's pretty timely. So we're pretty happy with the carpenter. With their workload. There we go, we're thawing out. So note, it's February, end of Feb we thaw out. So if we go back to our fishing docks and we go on seasonal working, and yeah, untick February, but we're needed in March. So it's only December, Jan, Feb that we don't need workers. So December, Jan, Feb, and we still can't change any of these. Okay. It's fine. We'll see how that works. There we go. And we've emptied out the windmill. Oh, interesting. It's showing that it's awaiting 500 wheat. So if we go on resource supply and just say like 0 wheat, maybe that'll stop them from... Yeah, they did put wheat in there even though no one was about. So let's empty that again. Really make empty, and to really mothball a building, just make sure you put the resource supply as 0. And I mean, we could just untick all these buttons as well, but we're emptying it out now as well. So let's see what we ended up with by the end of winter. Oh god, we've got 589 buckwheat left, 159 beef, 1500 potatoes, and wheat we've got 3000. Oh, that's good. So we haven't got a huge amount of food. Let's send some envoys out throughout the world. Send you a messenger, send you one, and you. Just see if we can snatch in a bit of food. The reason our food is going down so quickly is because we've got a large number of animals. So what we can do is put the pigs down to 15 on this livestock limit. It's not letting me change that. We can change the chicken coop limits, but we can't change the livestock limit on the pig pen. So it looks like that's gone a bit wrong on the last update. We're being offered charcoal, iron, pigs, and cows. Just see if we can change the limit on anything else. No, and we've got 27 pigs there. So they've had some big batches, haven't they? So we need to slaughter. Okay, yeah, they just had a load of babies. Okay. So that's a bit of a bug in the system. I mean, it's normal to find bugs. We're in Alpha, testing Alpha 3. Can't change that down. And let's check out our horses, make sure we're not breeding them, because we bred horses on and on until we had 50 in one of the... Yeah, we're not breeding horses, which is good. Okay, so a bit buggy, a few things going on. We've got a trader, so let's bring in some more food if we can. Being offered lime, demanding shoe. We can sell you shoes, we can sell you charcoal, and we can sell you chicken eggs. We'll do that. Nothing else there for us. And we're being offered live chickens, metal parts, and they're demanding... What are you demanding? Horseshoes, lime, and sunflower. We can sell you horseshoes. See how many of those we can sell you. They're 0.5 money each, and if we had 2,000, that would give us 1,000 in money. But horseshoes, we've got 210, which is still quite a lot. That's probably thanks to having 3 smithies now. Oh look, we've got 970 shoes and 2,000 sunflower oil. 2,000 charcoal, so that'll get fulfilled. And we're building up with the labourers. 552 people now. This farm's fallow this year. So we've got 1 fallow field up here in the big farms. And we've got... Yeah, this one we can change for potatoes, can we? No. Just need to change the order of some of these fields. So we could do with a fallow. Let's just see what we've got. We've got fallow in the last... 2 fallow in the last year, and all the rest in year 3. So in the first year we could do with a fallow. So we would maybe swap this fallow for potato. So we'll go fallow here, and we go potato there. It's not letting me change it. Might be because I'm in an active year, and it's not letting me change this either. So just having a few issues selecting stuff at the moment. Go back on it and see if I can... Won't quite let me go down. Not letting me select that. Or that. Okay, we'll leave it for a while. Might need to reload the game at some point, but look, we've got this big block up here. That's going to help us no end. Oh, and we've got loads of labourers there. They're sowing everything. They've sowed. So it's that last farm we built that probably gets the least priority. I think they do go in build order of where the labourers go. Everywhere else has sown their seed, and we've got that farm fallow and this farm fallow this year. And I think one thing we do need to do is get these pigs down to a lower volume. Ah, look, we've got 30 there now. It looks like the pig pens might be broken. We've got 23 there, 30 in one of them, 23 in another, 20 over there. 26 there. We can't slaughter any. I wonder if the bug is that you've got to be down below the mark to then put it down to that mark. Let's slaughter a load and just see if we can reduce that volume. And we'll see what we're trading here. No, nothing of use there. Live chicken, sunflower and lime. We're in May at the moment, so we're just waiting until August for the harvest. But we do need to slaughter a few pigs because they're going way over. We've got 26 in this, and we've set a limit of 20. I wonder if there's a problem with the slaughterhouse. No, we've got a full worker complement at the slaughterhouse. I wonder... God, look at all that meat. We've got 1,200 pork, 340 sallow. Oh, we've got way too much meat coming in, haven't we? Which is good, because it means we can definitely lower down our limits for all this stuff. So we can demolish these pig pens. We don't need them. Or we can empty them for sure. Let's empty these out, because we've got 500 potato there that's going to come in handy. And when you click on make empty, you want to click yes, really make empty. So we just need to do a bit of balancing now. Oh, and there's definitely lag in the game now. Bit of balancing, where we're producing a little bit less meat. There we go, we're down to 18, and we still can't change the slider on this pigsty. So it might mean that we need to manually manage our pigsties. I'm not sure. We're going to have to keep a real close eye on that. We'll slaughter as many pigs as we can, and in fact we're down 23 there. Yeah, 30 in that one, that's crazy. So let's just slaughter a load of pigs and see if we can report this bug to the developer, because that's just going to suck in our food. Like, don't know if any of you saw the episode where we had like 50 horses, but it pretty much wiped the entire supply of hay from our existence in our village, and then we struggled to feed all of our cows and everything else. So yeah, bad days, bad times, and horses as well. We struggled with the horses. Looks like we might be starting on some of these 2 blocks now. 14 there, so we've got yeah, 14 there. So we'll be building these now. Yeah, we've laid down some of the material. We've got a wagon bringing all the stuff. The wagons are great because, especially for construction, they bring enormous volumes of materials, because we need like 5,000 wood, 1,000 clay. The nails are not so difficult, but easier to carry. We've got our charcoal pile there building up, so that'll be good. Nice local supply for that smithy, and this forestry has really demolished this forest that we had around here, and we've built into that pretty well as well. And oh look, so all these fields need replanting. It would be great if you could just replant an area, but it only lets you demolish. So let's just demolish all these fields, and let's plant some more trees. Let's do some little fields here. So there's one, and I'll just do a couple at a time, because they will then spend quite a lot of their time actually planting the trees. Oh, let's do a big one here then. Big field. There we go. A couple of fields, and then in a year or two we'll do another couple of fields or whatever, and then that'll hopefully maintain a bit of supply. And then we could do a field over here with our other forestry. Not sure. Could do a little one, but they've got a bit of a supply over here, and then a big old forest up here, so it might be alright. So we're in July, we're not far off August, so I'd imagine we're quite short on food. We've got no buckwheat, we've got 29 wheat, and we've got 41 sunflower. Some of the animals do eat a bit of sunflower, but I think I might have taken that off. Yeah, we're very low. I mean, 40 chicken meat, 15 chicken eggs, 561 people, so we've not got a lot going on in stock. But we will be harvesting very soon. Oh, we've still got a few potatoes in stock at this farm. Nothing at that farm. What have we got left in our animal sheds then? Is it just that we've pretty much got all the food in there? We will be running out very soon. So this is a bug for sure, because I've clicked that we want to slaughter all these animals, and it stayed on 23 for quite a while, and 30 here, and we've set the limits at 20. It might be... Have we got food here? We've got plenty of food here. We've got 240 buckwheat, and it says the food reserves are for 3 months. So we've got a problem with the pigs, where we're overproducing. Oh wow! Look, we've got 600 potatoes in this one for the 30 pigs. So it doesn't look like we're slaughtering pigs. So the first thing I will try as a fix is to build another slaughterhouse, and we'll build it down here. Slaughterhouse is here, so we'll build a slaughterhouse right next to these pigs, and it can serve these guys up here as well. It might just be that they're too far away. I don't know how the pigs travel to the slaughterhouse. It might be that they're just walked there, and in which case we do have a lot of workers here. And these guys have run out of food, so the benefit is, yeah, they have started dying, so that's something at least. But these guys won't die because they've got a load of potatoes already. So let's expedite the building of this slaughterhouse, build that next, and see if that solves our problems, because that'd be interesting if it does. They're asking for sunflower oil. We'll see if we can sell them some. They're offering us chickens and horses and demanding lime that we don't need. But we could send someone over to our other neighbours. Send you out to there and out to there. So we're down to 2,900 and odd food, and we've got 2,000 sunflower oil, so we can do a trade on that. And we always have charcoal. It's a good one to sell if you can. And look, we're doing the slaughterhouse quite quickly. 564 people, so we've got 70 odd open vacancies, and we've got probably about another 10 houses to build, and then we can start on a major block behind them. So we'll see what that slaughterhouse does. We've got someone asking for flour, clothes, leather. They're offering cows, iron and horses. How much iron have we got? Oh, 13,000 iron. We're probably okay for iron. We're bringing in the harvests. We're so far racking up over 4,000 wheat harvested, 500 processed. Potato harvest, we've got 2,400 in the process of being harvested, and it looks like it's being shipped straight out as soon as it comes in. Chicken eggs, 150. Chicken meat, 150. Buckwheat harvest, 6,600. 4,600 of that will be real, because we've got the 2,000 that's just like floating around in the trading post somewhere. Here we go, we've nearly built this slaughterhouse. Looks like we ran out of capacity maybe with the slaughterhouse in the north. Gave them too much work. Got down to 18, still can't change that slider. Right or left click, so that's a bust. And we've still got 30 there. Even though we clicked a load to slaughter months ago, they're not being slaughtered, so this is our current fix, and we will endeavour to continue. But look, this is a beautiful sight. Harvesting the wheat. That's nice to look at. Doing well. It looks like we've got a few workers in this farm then. We've got all these guys harvesting, and what they do is they harvest it, so they go in and pick it all up and put it into these piles. Someone did tell me what they were. They're in the comments somewhere in one of the videos, and then when they've put them all in piles, they come and pick them up and take them in. And yeah, we've got a few workers there, which is good. This farm we've got, yeah, nearly maximum workers, which is good. That's fallow. And what we could be doing is unemploying people at the fallow farms, like so, and then, you know, there's more workers to go around, but might forget to rehire them, so we won't do that. And then yeah, quite a few workers there. And over here, we're in September. Yeah, we've not got maximum workers in the farms, but we've not got a worryingly low number. Go to this new farm. They're just starting to harvest. This new farm, the last farm, always has the fewest workers, it seems. There we go. Everyone's a bit short of food. That's food variety they're complaining about. Now, in each of these markets, we're selling everything we can. And we do have quite a variety. We've got beef in stock, buckwheat, chicken eggs, chicken meat, fish. We've even got 30 fish in stock. We don't normally have that. We've got things like potatoes, sunflower, wheat. We've got any flour. We've even got a little bit of flour, but we did stop one of our mills, didn't we? So we should have enough variety. We're going to have to really look quite closely at that. Let's send, so it's harvest season, so let's send someone to all of our neighbours, because we could potentially do with buying a bit of food. We've got a lot of balancing to do in terms of food as well, because we need to stop these pigs. There we go, we've got our slaughterhouse. Let's go on full employment. Oh, interesting. So higher options for the slaughterhouse. We can change that. So we can go up to 2, down to 2. Interesting. And we're in the process of hiring the slaughterhouse workers. Here we're being offered cow, pig, iron, demanding flour, chicken eggs we can sell. Sallow we'll keep, and flour. So the slaughterhouse let us do the seasonal working, and already we're slaughtering people, aren't we? Pigs mainly. Look at that, back to 21. 21 pigs. Still can't do the slider. Still at 30 there, which we need to get rid of. We can resource supplies by everyone. And we can't change the seasonal working options on this pigsty, so that's interesting. So it's only a new building that we've built that we can do the seasonal hire options on. Okay, yeah, okay, so that makes sense to me. So it's only new games and new buildings and new items you can do seasonal hiring on. So it might be worth demolishing a farm and then rebuilding one, just to see what it does with farms. But that'll certainly, I mean, you know, exploring that in a new game will make that a very interesting prospect. The seasonal working option, because it really might give us the option of like unhiring people in, for example, places like windmills. Windmills, maybe even, you know, some of our extra smithies, because we've got like 3, and the carpenters. And even places like the weaver's workshop, tailor's workshop for clothes making, and even slaughterhouses. Maybe like one of our slaughterhouses could come online, but off season, you know, unemploy people. So, for example, at this slaughterhouse, we would go, we would have 0 people off season, and on season. Oh no, we would hire them off season, and on season we would get rid of them. No, we wouldn't. We'd do it the other way round, because it depends what their season is. I think we probably did have a bit of a supply problem. Yeah, there we go. We did have 30, now we're 23. So we did have too many too many pigs to slaughter. So that's good. The slaughterhouse is going to help, but it still doesn't help us reduce that slider on the livestock limit. That's stuck. So starting a new game would definitely be interesting at this point. Only new buildings can give you the seasonal working options, and or new games. And we could, for example, demolish a building and then rebuild it. But I don't know what would happen with the leftover fields, if you'd then have to demolish them and rebuild them, or if they would then be associated with the new farm. So probably way too much of a faff to start demolishing and then rebuilding stuff. And we've got 577 people, and we've got like nearly 80 open vacancies at times. So I think we're going to stop for this this episode, and I'm very tempted to restart the game, and I certainly will do another series on this, because the seasonal working is a game changer. I mean, it really changes the dynamic, especially with our need for the seasonal workers for the farming. Pretty sure we're harvesting everything now, and also yeah, this is a bit of a an issue not being able to change that slider, but we can there. Can we for the cows? Can't change that slider for the cows either. So for the cows and the pigs, the maximum slider limit is reached. So that's a bug. I'll feed that back to the developer. This has been an amazing game, amazing series. I think there's probably a natural end there, you know. Let me know if you want me to keep playing, or if you think I should restart and check out this seasonal working option, maybe in the next couple of 3 months. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.